Hey everyone, you ever find yourself thinking about a particular game long after you've finished playing it? Sometimes our minds replay memories of an epic boss fight or a breathtaking moment in the story, but often it's a particular character, perhaps one we didn't spend much time with at all, that unexpectedly dominates our thoughts. While many games feature memorable protagonists whose actions drive the plot forward, it's often the supporting cast that enriches the narrative and leaves a lasting impact on us. Today, we will be exploring the contributions of these unsung heroes and how they help create truly unforgettable gaming experiences. So grab your controller and let's get started. First off, let's talk about the sidekick, or more specifically, what they bring to the table. They say that no man is an island, and this is certainly true when it comes to storytelling. Our protagonists may be the main focus of the game, but they rarely exist in a vacuum. In fact, some of the most compelling narratives in gaming history have featured stories where the protagonist doesn't know the full story and has to piece it together as they go along, like in Dark Souls or even in Bloodborne. As players, we can only understand so much of the story as the character does. We see things from their point of view and take in the information that they do. And yet we still want to know more, don't we? That's where supporting characters come in. Whether it's through conversations, flashbacks, or simply observing the world around us, they can provide crucial context to the main story, allowing us to fill in the blanks and create a more complete picture of the game's lore. For example, speaking with townspeople in The Witcher can teach you about the political climate, local legends, and even the protagonist's own backstory. And without these side stories, we would have a much more difficult time understanding Geralt's place in the world. Of course, there are also the characters who seem to know more than they're letting on, such as a certain someone in Majora's Mask. Their mysterious air can make them intriguing additions to the cast, but it's important to remember that not every secret keeper needs to be a liar or an antagonist. Sometimes they're simply protecting those around them in their own way. Now let's chat about character arcs. Think back to a game with a complex storyline. What if I told you that one of the most impactful moments wasn't about the protagonist's journey, but about a supporting character's sacrifice? In the realm of gaming, it's not uncommon for supporting characters to have their own unique storylines that run parallel to the main narrative. These character arcs can serve as powerful reminders of the human element at play, making the game world feel more real and relatable. Take, for instance, the character of Ellie from The Last of Us. Although Joel is the protagonist, Ellie's personal growth and resilience in the face of unimaginable circumstances are equally compelling. Her journey adds emotional depth to the story, and her relationship with Joel becomes one of the most memorable aspects of the game. Remember, too, that sometimes a supporting character actions can have just as profound an impact on the protagonist as the other way around. In Dragon Age Origins, Liliana's personal quest to uncover the truth about her past intersects with the main storyline, adding depth to both her character and the game's overall lore. Similarly, in Mass Effect 2, Jacob Taylor's loyalty mission reveals a surprising vulnerability beneath his gruff exterior, making him a more sympathetic and well-rounded character. These intersecting storylines not only enrich the gaming experience, but also challenge the notion that the protagonist's journey is the sole focus of the game. Instead, they demonstrate how each character, regardless of their role, can contribute to a richer and more captivating narrative. And let's not forget the impact of a well-crafted supporting character arc on the protagonist's development. A great example of this can be seen in the game Ghost Recon 2. Here, the player character has amnesia and doesn't know anything about themselves or why they are where they are. To solve this mystery and learn the truth about their past, they must work alongside a team of supporting characters who become both allies and friends. One of these characters, a former love interest of the protagonist, plays a pivotal role in helping the player character remember who they once were. As the story unfolds, she provides crucial clues and emotional support, which not only helps the protagonist regain their memory, but also serves to develop their character. This kind of character development wouldn't have been possible if the story had solely focused on the main plot. By giving the player character the opportunity to reconnect with their past, the game becomes more emotionally resonant, and the player feels a greater sense of connection with the protagonist. But it's not just about solving mysteries. The presence of strong supporting characters can also help the protagonist grow and change throughout the game. In BioShock, for instance, the character of T. Braden, while not a traditional love interest, becomes an important influence on the protagonist's development. Through their interactions, the player character is challenged to confront their beliefs and biases, ultimately leading to a more complex and nuanced understanding of the world around them. This kind of character development is essential for creating a memorable protagonist, because it makes them feel like a real person with believable motivations and internal conflicts. Overall, the inclusion of well-developed supporting characters who have their own unique storylines and relationships with the protagonist can lead to a richer, more engaging, and satisfying gaming experience. By focusing on the interplay between characters and their personal growth, game developers can create a narrative that stays with players long after they finish playing. Let's talk about building the world. Ever played a game set in a rich, immersive world that felt truly alive? Supporting characters can play a significant role in creating this kind of believable and engaging setting. When a game has a diverse cast of supporting characters going about their daily lives, struggling with their problems, and pursuing their dreams, it creates a sense of depth and realism that draws players into the game world. Take, for instance, the game Disco Elysium. The world of Revachol is populated by a wide range of memorable characters, from hardened criminals to idealistic politicians. Each one feels like a fully realized individual with their own unique perspective and motivations. By showcasing the lives and struggles of these ordinary people, Disco Elysium creates a sense of empathy and understanding, allowing players to connect with the game world on a deeper level. Supporting characters can also contribute to building the world by providing different perspectives and challenges to the protagonist's worldview. This can lead to interesting dialogue and unexpected plot twists that keep players engaged and surprised. In the game Disco Elysium, the protagonist is a troubled detective with a lot of inner demons to battle. As they interact with the colorful cast of characters in the game, they are challenged to confront their own biases and assumptions, leading to a more nuanced understanding of the world around them. This kind of character interaction can lead to some truly unforgettable moments in gaming. Finally, let's discuss emotional resonance. Some supporting characters, despite having limited screen time or a small role in the overall plot, can leave a lasting impression on players. What makes these characters so memorable? Often it comes down to how emotionally resonant they are. A well-written supporting character can evoke a strong emotional response in players, even if they're only in the game for a short time. This is because players connect with characters who are vulnerable, flawed, and relatable. Take, for instance, the character of Ellie in The Last of Us. Despite being only 14 years old, Ellie displays incredible strength and resilience in the face of terrifying circumstances. Players cared about Ellie's well-being and were emotionally invested in her journey, even though the game was primarily about Joel's story. Similarly, in the game Hellblade 2, Senua's journey through Norse hell is filled with disturbing imagery and intense action. However, the game also features a number of supporting characters who provide moments of levity and humanity. One of the most memorable is Thyre, a wisecracking dwarf who accompanies Senua on her quest. Thyre's sarcastic wit and playful banter provide a welcome distraction from the game's dark and disturbing themes. Making him a fan favorite despite his relatively small role in the story? What makes Thyre and Ellie such memorable characters is their ability to evoke a strong emotional response in players. They are flawed, vulnerable, and relatable characters who display incredible strength and resilience in the face of adversity. This emotional resonance is what makes them so memorable, even if they only appear in the game for a short time. It's a reminder that memorable characters do not need to have a large role in the story to make a lasting impact on players. Even a few well-written scenes with a relatable and emotionally complex character can create an unforgettable gaming experience. And hey, if you've made it this far, I'm guessing you love talking about gaming lore almost as much as I do. Now here are a couple of honorable mentions that I think deserve some extra love. First, there's Gehrman from Bloodborne. He's a fascinating character because he embodies the duality of the beast within humanity. His story is tragic, but his role in shaping the game's lore is monumental. Then there is Ciri from The Witcher 3. She might not be a typical supporting character since you can actually play as her in the game's expansion, but she still plays a crucial role in Geralt's story and the game's lore. Finally, we have the entire cast of Red Dead Redemption 2. They bring the Wild West to life in a way that few games ever have. From the rugged cowboys to the desperate outlaws, each character adds to the richness and depth of the game's world. And of course, I'd love to hear from you. Which supporting characters from your favorite games have left a lasting impact on you? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, happy gaming and lore exploring.